Hello everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me for another video, and thank you so much to everyone who sent me really kind messages of support over the last week following on from my previous video. I was quite overwhelmed, to be honest, by the response, so thank you so much for everyone who took time to send me a nice message, send me a nice comment. Thankfully at the moment I'm keeping everything crossed and touching wood that things do seem to be improving in that respect, but I won't go into too much detail. Firstly because obviously it's a personal matter, but also because it detracts from the subject of today's video, which is very possibly a very positive move by the Gambling Commission in the latest updates we have to help regulate, to help promote responsible gambling, and fair promotion of gambling. Two elements to this video. Firstly, I want to go through and have a look at what these recommendations are, what these proposed changes are. I also want to look at the end of the video, one of the worst responses I've seen to criticism or questioning from a casino streamer. Let's have a look first and foremost at the proposed changes that are being suggested to the Gambling Commission. Now what it is a group of industry bodies, a group of industry insiders, I guess, so casinos and what have you, have put a list of proposals to the Gambling Commission who are considering them for implementation as legislation as to sort of ruling. So basically they're saying, the industry is saying, we think these things should be changed, and the Gambling Commission then go forward and implement those into actual rulings as to what casinos can and can't do. Now the first section is the use of VIP incentives. What they are proposing is that any VIP incentive, any VIP scheme is limited to those people over the ages of 25. I think that's it's a good first step. It prevents targeting of younger, possibly more impressionable, more susceptible individuals, and as we've discussed before, people that maybe have at that stage in their lives a bit more disposable income and are quite a prime target really for these online betting companies, these online casinos. These are high value customers. I think if we skip over some of this, I think the most important bit is this. All reward programs will be required to have full audit trails detailing decision making with specified senior oversight and, this word here, accountability. Now, in the last few years, unfortunately, we have seen a lot of sad stories of people taking their own lives, of suicide off the back of people's gambling addictions. They're often amongst young men. And quite almost invariably, it comes to light that before their sad passing and before they obviously reached that rock bottom moment where they didn't know how to sort of proceed, they had been plied with these VIP bonuses, with these additional bonuses to keep them playing, or once they have stopped playing, to tempt them back in. And so this level of accountability, this audit trail, basically the casino or someone senior at the casino becomes fully accountable for the provision of these bonuses, the provision of these rewards that keep people playing or to tempt them back in. And this also ties in very well with the second point, which is the checks regarding spend and basically affordability, due diligence, ensuring that people who are betting big can afford to bet big. And this will be a source of wealth and things like that. So the age restriction, I don't think that can do any harm. I don't think it's a major change, but I think it could do some good to protect the sort of younger target demographic for online casinos. But I think this accountability, making sure that people can afford to gamble before you start offering them these rewards, before you start offering them these VIP bonuses, making sure they can actually afford the level of gambling that they're currently doing. And if you are going to provide these, then there's a full paper trail of the decision-making process, and there is accountability amongst the casinos and amongst the senior staff. And I think that can prove potentially to be very, very powerful. The Commission have taken this on board, and they've said that most measures should be implemented within 3 months, which is absolutely fantastic. Safer gambling advertising is the second section. Firstly, we'll just go through this very quick step by step. A common list of negative search terms, i.e. how do I self-exclude from gambling and suppression websites. Now this is very important. I did a video quite a while ago now about underage gambling, and actually if you Googled underage gambling, there were paid links, paid AdWords for online casinos that were targeting people underage. And thankfully that seems to have disappeared, but I think this takes this one step further. If you are online, if you are searching for help with your gambling, for self-exclusion schemes, for counselling for gambling support. These keywords will be stored obviously in your browsing history and will help suppress gambling advertising, and it will stop other adverts being put in front of you. I think that's highly powerful. Age-gating YouTube channels and content. Pointless in my eyes, to be completely honest with you, because at the moment Google and YouTube don't verify people's age when they sign up for a YouTube account. The more you age-gate stuff, the more you age-restrict videos on YouTube, it just leads to people basically lying about their age. It's a reasonably good idea in intent, but I don't think it's it's going to be particularly productive. One thing I would say about the YouTube thing, obviously at the moment my videos are not monetized. I don't have any adverts on them. As I said, I've always said I don't make any money out of them. There may come a time in the future, and I won't lie to you guys, where if I'm able to monetize them, if I'm able to get a little bit of money just by putting an advert at the beginning or the middle or whatever of my videos, then I might well do that. I might well consider that as a way in which to fund the time it takes maybe to make the videos, reply to comments and stuff. However, that isn't obviously the primary target of the channel, and also as it stands at the moment, I guarantee at the moment, if I was to put adverts onto my YouTube videos, because of the subject nature, because the tags and the titles and everything probably has the word gambling in it multiple times, because that's what we talk about, then all the videos would be targeted by gambling adverts, and I couldn't have that, obviously. And this will hopefully come back to this negative search terms. If people are looking at my videos, people are watching my videos, trying to get help with their gambling, trying to discuss and read more, find out more about gambling addiction, that it won't be targetable by gambling advertisers. If that happens, then obviously I will remove adverts from the videos. There's no doubt about it. I do not want gambling adverts on my videos. Adopting, rolling out to all affiliates a code of conduct which will be amended and updated on a regular basis to ensure all measures undertaken by the industry will be implemented equally by affiliates. Quite a loose term, but quite a powerful thing, I think, there. A code of conduct for affiliates. So what we hope to see here, I think, is the abolition of free money, no deposit bonuses, fake gambling accounts, unrealistic bonuses that streamers and affiliates are able to use that other people wouldn't get in real life. Hopefully some sort of verification system where if streamers and video makers do continue to create content, that they are verified as being genuine, they're verified as being using their own money, as using none of these sort of backhanded fake bonuses, fake money, whatever. That would be really, really good to see. And this is something I think which may have caused a few ripples in the industry, which we'll come on to in a short while. And the third section is safer products. And this is actually focusing around the gambling itself, about the games, in the same way that the Gambling Commission stepped in with FOBTs and introduced a maximum stake and a minimum game time. It looks like they're going to be doing the same sort of thing online, with a minimum spin speed of 2.5 seconds on all slots, removal of slam stops and turbo buttons, so you just can't quick spin games, removal of split screen slots. We've seen an abundance of these appear recently, and the Fishing Frenzy one, there's a Gorilla Gold Megaways thing. More and more inspired, I think, again by the streamers who are doing the 4 windows, but they're basically building this in now into actual games on the sites, and they're going to eliminate that in the same way as they eliminated bonus buys. So I think this is all very positive. I think there's still work to do, and I'd like to know actually what you think could be implemented. What you guys think would be a good step forward. Already, we have actually seen recently the removal of withdrawal reversal, which is fantastic. So you can no longer cancel and reverse withdrawals. Pending withdrawal times have been reduced. Payout times have improved, so payouts are being received much quicker. I think these are all steps in the right direction, but I'd love to know what else you think could actually help gamblers and help improve the safety of potentially vulnerable gamblers online. So we saw this quote from one of the bigger streamers, and they said, "The uncertainty in the future of gambling really pisses me off. I don't think it's long before the UK sees a total ban, or the UK Gambling Commission just makes it pointless to gamble with the stupid shit they enforce. How long do you think we have left?" It's understandable that if you are a streamer, if making YouTube videos and affiliation is your livelihood, if that's your job, then it's understandable, that uncertainty is going to be a concern. I think it really pisses him off. These regulations and the UK Gambling Commission are trying to make gambling safer for vulnerable people. And if that pisses you off, then I think maybe that says a little bit more about your attitude and your sense of entitlement, the fact you feel that somehow, gambling owes you a living, whether that be through gambling itself or through affiliation and marketing. And this uncertainty that's bred around the protection and the safety of vulnerable gamblers, that's what's pissing you off, because that could potentially affect your income. I think that goes to show a level of entitlement that is it's not going to win you any favours. Someone actually responded and said, affiliation doesn't help though, does it? I enjoy watching your videos and you're entertaining, but affiliation does contribute to problem gambling, especially the affiliates that give massive misrepresentation to what gambling ultimately is like. And this is something we spoke about, wasn't it, in the last few videos, about fake money, about unrealistic bonuses that do provide this misrepresentation, as to what actually gambling is like. They can afford to gamble, they can afford to lose to a certain extent because the money is already, being earned to pay for those deposits. So I think that's actually a fair comment. I don't say, and this is my genuine opinion, I don't think affiliates are, any better or worse than TV advertising. They are just another form of advertising for the gambling industry. Rather than pay for TV adverts, the online casinos will pay for affiliates to get bonuses and what have you, and they'll pay obviously the kickbacks for sign-ups, because it's the same. It's all one and the same. It's all promotion of their product, promotion of their casino, promotion of their service. So I don't blame a casino affiliate any more than I blame any other form of marketing, but there is no doubt, and there can be no doubt, that as with any form of promotion, that affiliates will contribute ultimately to gambling problems, because they are promoting gambling. I don't think that necessarily makes them evil people, but anyway, this guy's response: affiliation is not the problem. Too easy to blame. Leave that there, though. I think that is an appalling response. Affiliation is not the problem. Actually, to this guy, he said it's a contributing factor to a bigger problem, and that's absolutely what it is. Affiliation might not be the problem in itself, but it is promoting a dangerous product. I don't think gambling in itself is inherently bad, but it is a dangerous product. I don't think alcohol is a bad thing, but it is a dangerous product. And streamers and affiliates are promoting this potentially dangerous product. So they may not be the problem in themselves, but they are contributing to marketing of a dangerous product. And then just leave it there though. Basically shutting down any kind of argument, any kind of criticism, any kind of questioning. He's basically come out and said, no, it's not a problem. We're basically pleading that they're victims, that they're scapegoats of this criticism. Leave that there though. So basically, shut up, don't want to talk about it, you're wrong. Don't. And this person, from what I can see, doesn't then indulge in any further conversation about this. This would have been a very good opportunity to put out a decent response and say, it just explained pretty much what I've said from their perspective. We're paid marketers. That's what we do. We are not solely the problem. We are there to promote a legal product, not even a positive slant, but a fair and balanced slant on it. But just to shut them down, say no, not problems at all. Leave that there though. Just basically no, don't want to talk about it. Shut up, go away. You're wrong. We're right. Leave us alone. And actually, it's something I'm seeing a lot more now. Is streamers, particularly on Twitter, who get very, very offensive, very, very aggressive, very, very defensive about, when they are questioned, when people do come on and make comments of this nature. Now, I get it. I understand that if your job is as an affiliate, your job is as a streamer, you must get inundated with really abusive messages all the time. And that, in my eyes, is not acceptable. It's not acceptable for someone to come over to you and actually abuse you, to give you grief, to threaten you, to do anything like that. That's not acceptable. And I would say anyone who watches my videos, don't do that. Don't go over and give people abuse or threaten them or call them scum or anything like that, because that's just it's not called for. Regardless of your opinion or affiliation. Personally abusing someone for what they do is not acceptable. Certainly threats, and all that sort of thing. But something like this, which is a fair comment and well articulated and talking about misrepresentation, it's a fair comment, it's a fair question. and it could have been a good opportunity to provide a fair response. But in this instance, the streamer hasn't done that. They've just tried to shoot them down, basically denied all blame, all affiliation, so to speak, and closed the conversation down with a really rather abrupt reply. And I think that's showing a level of entitlement that is unhealthy in this industry. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know your thoughts below, as always. Great to be back. I know it wasn't actually that long I've been away. Thankfully, like I say, things are looking up. So, I'm going to keep everything crossed. And once again, really appreciate you guys. Take it easy and speak to you soon.